there's a lot of power and a lot of energy and a lot of control that comes from your own ability to stay calm in the face of adversity. And so, what I wanted to especially talk about today is quite related to what I was talking about yesterday, which is you need to stop reacting all the time to different things, different people, different elements, different environments that are surrounding you, and you should take control not only of yourself but your own mind, so that you can control the outcome of what happens. I keep hearing these people on YouTube, on different social media platforms, talking about the fact that you should not be the victim of your own circumstances, but instead the hero of your own opportunities. And I completely agree with that. Because if you always react to the stuff around you, you're never really truly going to be able to achieve what it is you set out to achieve or you want to obtain. That's what I've noticed in my own life. Now, even though every single individual's life is different, we all have a very similar base foundational pattern, which is we are all humans. So we can do what other humans have done in the past because we are the same. And so at the end of the day, something might happen in your life, something extremely traumatic, something extremely sad, something that makes you extremely angry. And if you want to have a positive outcome, you need to know and you need to be able to stay calm in the face of that issue. I'll give you a little bit of an example. There was I invited one of my friends over, and he drives this motorbike. And so we didn't really have any parking slots outside, and we didn't really want to leave the motorbike outside because I lived in an apartment at the time. So this was like maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. So I lived in an apartment, and at the corner of the street, there used to be drug dealers, or there still is, I guess, drug dealers. And so what people ended up doing was they used to pull up with their car in front of the apartment building, and they used to get some drugs, and then they used to fuck off. And so we didn't want to let the motorbike outside because we didn't feel safe that maybe somebody would steal it or somebody would whatever. And so we put it inside, and my friend just parked it on a random parking spot where nobody was there, right? Went inside, had a good chat, had a good time together, and then it was time to go. Went back downstairs, and this random middle-aged dude comes storming out of his car and starts screaming at us. And I'm just like, let's calm down. And instead of instigating, I just remained calm, and I looked at him and I was like, it's fine, calm down. And he was saying yeah, you need to move the motorbike, it's not your fucking parking spot, I paid for this is mine, it's not yours, you need to get the fuck off my spot, I need to park my car. And I was like, dude, calm down, it's just a parking spot, we're just gonna move the motorbike, it's not a big deal, alright? And so we moved the motorbike, and then this guy just he got really close, up and close to my face, and I was like, you need to calm down. And at the time, I knew I was learning how to fight, so I really just started. So I was like, okay, well, if he really comes down to it, if he starts touching me, I'm gonna knock his fucking ass out. But unless he does that, then I guess I don't need to do anything. I need to just de-escalate, and I just to stay calm and understand the situation, right? And so stayed calm, made sure everybody was fine. I told him it's fine, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. And he kept saying, yeah, it's a big deal, it's a big deal, it's a fucking big deal. And I told him, like, let's calm down, let's just solve the issue, then everybody can be on their way, it's fine. And we did that. So we moved the motorbike to another spot, and then problem solved. Never really did anything fucking dramatic. Nobody got hurt. None of that. And my friend told me, "Wow, you stayed pretty calm during that problem." Like I was about to I was about to take my motorbike helmet and put it on and just smash him, bro. And I was like, "Yeah, no. We don't need to do that. Like, he's just fucking, he's tired, he's retarded, he's fucking stupid. He's less intelligent than we are, so we need to take responsibility for what happens in this situation because he's a fucking moron. He's not thinking straight. He's thinking emotion. He's reacting. Right? And so that's why I said, like, okay, we need to calm down. It's fine. It doesn't fucking matter. So there's that. But before that, I don't think I would have been able to stay calm if it weren't for a few, I guess, traumatic events that happened in my own life where I was, I guess, threatened, or I went through like a panic attack or something like that. And then the more of those I went through, the more I adapted and the more I felt fine under extreme amounts of stress. So, for example, and this is a fucking funny story. I think I was 15 or 16 at the time, and I used to play video games all day, right? And I was playing with my friends in my bedroom, on my computer. So there was bedroom, living room, hallway, door. So like, if somebody knocks at the door, I'm not gonna fucking hear it. Like, I've got my headphones on, I've got music, I've got the game, I've got my friends talking to me. I'm not gonna hear anything. I'm concentrated, I'm focused. So this guy is knocking on the door because apparently I was making too much noise, right? And his fucking autistic kid or whatever couldn't fucking sleep properly. And I was like, bruh, why the fuck do you have an autistic kid? Like, that is such a fucking headache. And so I was like making too much noise apparently, and so he was knocking on the door, and he was so tired apparently. He was super sleep deprived. And so instead of just thinking emotionally, like thinking rationally, he thought like he was just super emotional. So basically what he did is he smashed the door in, apparently. So he went to the door to my room was closed as well. So he bangs on the door, and I'm like, okay, so my dad just came home early and he's gonna prank me or whatever. So I turn around, and the guy opens the door, and he slams the door open, and he's got this flashlight like this, so I can't see anybody. I just see this huge beam of light like this. It just flashed into my eyes, and I can't see anything. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I thought it was my dad. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, can you fucking put the light away? And this guy says, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking making too much noise. I can't fucking sleep. My kid's fucking retarded. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And at the time I was like stressing the fuck out because I didn't understand like what the fuck was happening. And this random guy is like, he was like, where's your fucking router? Where's your router? And I was like, in the fucking living room. And so he goes to the living room, and I follow him. And while I'm following him, I notice he actually has a pepper spray in one hand and the flashlight in the other. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? And at the time, I was like super fucking stressed out. I didn't really know what to do. So I just looked at him. Like, I just like looked at what he was doing, you know? Like, and then he takes the router, and then he starts to go out the door. And he says, yeah, next time just tell your father to come pick up the router, and I'm sick of your shit. And and then he fucks off. And that's when I noticed the door was actually completely busted open. It's like, you know, like how a wooden door, usually when you break it open, it should open like this and just the lock side is fucked. But he actually broke the entire door down. So the door was actually like this, like completely fucked. And so I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening? And so I started hearing the police sirens outside, and I'm just there like on my couch in my living room, and I'm just like, what the fuck was that, bro? And I'm just stressing the fuck out, like, and I was like, okay, fuck that shit. Go back to my computer, take my phone out, put the fucking Wi-Fi sharing fucking feature on, hop back on the game. While I was on the call with my fucking friends, get back on the call with my friends and say, hey, yeah, this guy just broke into my house. And all of my friends, we started fucking laughing our fucking ass off because how the fuck is a normal person to do that? Like, what the fuck do you do, bro? And so it's like, hop back on the game. I think we were playing CSGO at the Counter-Strike Global Offensive or whatever the fuck with my friends. And so I texted my dad, and he said like, oh, and I think he was watching a movie with his girlfriend, and he was on his way home. He said like, oh, I'm on my way home, like I wanna make sure I'm there for you, da da da. And and I was like, dude, what the fuck, dude? And so the cop showed up, and they started stomping around the living room. So I was like, who the fuck is making noise, bro? Like, I know I don't have a door right now, but like, what the fuck is happening? So I go out, and there's these 6 cops in my living room, and I'm like, Brad, why the fuck are you here? And they're telling me like, oh, is everything okay? Like, somebody heard like somebody smashing your door in the hallway, called the police. That's why we're here. Is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, this random fucking guy just came into my room and just fucking stole the router and fucked off. And I was like, Brad, are you retarded? And the cops were like, ah, is everything fine? Da, da, da. If you want to press charges, we can take them in right now. And it was like, I don't care. Like, I just want the router so I can play, bro. I don't give a fuck. And so that was quite funny, now that I actually think about it. But in the moment, it was not funny. It was really not that funny. But it made me realize that going through a couple of things like that is actually a very good stress test for your nerves. And the more shit you go through, and the more you understand that you're still alive, you're still fine, you've still got all of your body parts, you're still working fine, your eyes can see, your dick works, you can make kids. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't fucking matter. So by the simple fact that going through a couple of things like that improved my, I guess, stress test nervous system. I stress tested my nervous system by doing that. And by also, like, for instance, like, for like a bit of context, I've been working on my business and studying a lot of different skills to help business owners over the past 4 years, and especially been like more successful over the past 2 years. And there were moments where I was gonna fucking starve. Like, there was actually like a couple moments where in my bank account I had like $4 or like $1 or like nothing, and the next day, client payment $3,000, boom. And I was like, holy fucking shit, thank fucking Christ I'm saved, because otherwise I would have to beg for money to other people, you know what I mean? Like a fucking homeless person on the street. And so there were moments like that where my stress levels were like this, like boom, 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 boom. And so I think my nervous system and my stress levels are just completely fucking fried. And so now I just remain extremely calm in any kind of situation. It's very easy. When you actually, if you pair this with what I talked about yesterday, and I suggest you go check out that video, by the way, on how not to react and how to control your own reality, it's going to help you understand that emotional intelligence and understanding your emotions and your feelings is actually one of the crucial parts that helps me keep everything in check. So not only did I study Stoicism, but I also studied how emotions and feelings work so that I can use them to my advantage. And so basically, what that helps me do is that helps me get into the mindset of I am in a 100% control of myself, and all of the outcomes that happen, I have control over them. So if something happens in my life, it's because I made a choice. Whether it might be I made a choice right now, or like 1 hour ago, one minute ago, 1 year ago, 40 years ago, it doesn't matter. I made a decision, and this decision resulted in me getting that outcome. Because cause and effect, causality is actually real. It's like if you punch someone in the head, chances are they're gonna punch you back, right? Or if you smash your fist into a wall of concrete, you might, like, your fist is gonna hurt, right? Or if you put your hand in the fire, your hand's gonna burn and it's gonna hurt, right? You're gonna feel the pain. Unless you have this fucking weird genetic thing where you don't feel pain. But that's what I mean, like cause and effect. Okay, if I smash my head enough, my skull's gonna crack open and I'm gonna bleed out and die, right? If I jump out the window of the 25th floor of a building, I'm probably gonna end up a pancake, right? So at the end of the day, if you understand all of the different variables that you have control over, you can actually control the outcomes of most of what happens in your life. This is exactly true in business. You learn this very early on. I had a couple clients, worked with maybe a dozen clients over a few different countries: New Zealand, Australia, USA, Europe, whatever, UK, whatever it may be. And so over the past couple of relationships with clients that I've noticed is that most of them actually have no fucking clue how they work as a human being. And so it's my duty as the one who knows to control the situation and be like, hey, I can help you because I understand the game. I understand how it works. So that way you don't have to do it. You don't have to learn the game. I can do it for you, and I can be the guy who just understands better, understand your feelings, and be like, okay, if you feel like shit right now, that's because we're not making enough money. This is how you make enough money, so pay me this amount and I'll help you make this amount. And so usually it's very easy once you understand people and you understand how to empathize with others and how the human brain works, you can actually do a lot of things. If you actually know how to talk to people, which is exactly what I talked about yesterday. So go check out that fucking video. How to talk to people, how to be in control of yourself, and how to control all of the outcomes come within those two things. Very simple. So if you want to control your reality more, if you want to have a better, effect on it, and get more things done and get what you want out of life, then in that case, it is your prerogative, it is in your advantage to learn how the human brain works, not only for yourself, but also for the other people you're working with, because that way you can actually pull the strings of everybody in a good, positive way to affect everybody's lives, which is great. It's a great feeling when you get somebody who says, holy shit, you're such an inspiring person to be around. I think I just stumbled upon the next generational guy. It feels like meeting someone that was destined for greatness. It feels like I've gotten so many people that have told me, and I made another video on this so that you understand that I'm not letting this get in my head. And most people, whenever I talk to them and I present to them my ideas and how I've set up things, and they understand that I'm actually a very skilled individual, it is because I understand them and I understand myself and I believe in myself. And they say oh, you're such a godsend. It must have been foretold that we met today. It's amazing. And even though they say that, it's not because I was sent by God. I'm not the Messiah. I'm not the fucking all right, calm down, huh? I am just a regular person who understands humans and the realm of the reality and causality better than most people in psychology. It's very simple. I just understand the world, how it works better than most people. Because I've studied. I've spent the last 4 years, 4 fucking years, almost 5 years. Like, I'm going on year 5 right now. I'm almost there, actually. And it feels like I've spent an entire lifetime studying how humans work. And what you need to understand from all of what I just said in this video is that you're a human too. So you can do the same thing I've done, and you can reap the benefits and the rewards. You can start a business. You can create a YouTube channel. You can post videos. You can help people. You can improve people's lives by simply improving yourself first. With that said, I appreciate every single one of you guys watching until the end of the video. And as per usual, it's a beautiful day. So it's time to get back to work. And I will see you in the next one as I post every single day. See ya.